Back in 2009, I was a victim of identity theft. You know, while I was serving in Iraq, I'm a Marine Corps combat vet. And again, one of my own blood family members took $6K in my bank account, plummeting my score to the 500s. If you're a true victim and you're willing to file a police report and everything, you could be sitting on a bag. I'm talking about a big bag, like 50 grand to 100 grand per case, damages. People don't know I was raised in ESL and special ed class. But the thing, I want to harp on that too, man. It's going to be a long day today, let me tell you. But look, the school systems itself is not, who cares if you're in special ed or ESL? Really, the school system itself, I think, is a scam today.
First and foremost, is any and everything possible to be removed off of your credit report?
Yes, anything is possible to be removed off your credit report. Back in 2014, the FTC conducted a study. 1 in 5 Americans have at least one error across their trimester reports. That was back in 2014, imagine now. It's 100 million Americans plus, which means it's enough for us, me and you, to serve these people who are uneducated. All right, listen. 1, stop being dumb, and those are depreciating items that don't bring any ROI to your life. 2, you need to change your spending habits, because you could be on here for 2-3 years. I've had it happen. We have clients on there.
Welcome back, family, to another electrifying episode of the Double Down Podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre Woodson, and today we have a powerhouse guest who's going to redefine your relationship with credit and financial freedom. His name is Joshua Rico, a U.S. Marine Corps veteran turned credit repair mogul, and he's known better as the king of video testimonials. After facing a $6,000 fraud while deployed, Joshua pivoted his life to credit repair, and in just a few years, he's built one of the most dynamic credit repair businesses out there. Through his YouTube and his Instagram, he shares hundreds of raw, real client transformations. If you've ever doubted your financial potential, stay tuned, because Joshua is about to ignite a fire inside of you. Let's double down on the insights with Joshua Rico.
What's good, baby? Hey, let's get this. Listen, before we got to it, you already know, it was hell getting here, but we made it, right? Mm-hmm. We made it. So I want to thank you and appreciate you for inviting me out here to Vegas. Got the wife here.
That's right.
I got to shout her out. It's her first podcast that she's been on with me.
That's dope.
In the background. But you know what? It's like, I think she needs to see this too, so she can get inspired to be like, that's my man.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
it's much
we
easier.
all need that.
It's much easier to actually like build in real time and to show it, not just show like the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. Actually building out in an actual mobile setting is the best way to do it.
I agree.
Bring them behind the scenes. I love it.
You know, you got a beautiful setup here, man.
Thanks,
I appreciate you reaching out. So tell me, before I guess, bless the audience myself, like, you in this industry too now. I don't know if you want to go there.
Yeah.
But when did you get started?
I started actually right after the pandemic, so 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, kind of the same old story of individuals, myself, having bad credit. My wife had really good credit.
Yeah.
She actually was the one who allowed me to get on the straight and narrow. She was like, you got a year.
Oh, yeah.
Get your shit together.
She was not playing.
She was holding it down. And I was like, okay, here we go. So I did what everyone does, I think, when they first get into this industry. You do YouTube University as much as you can. And then I got a mentor. I got linked up with Herm.
Oh, shout out to Herman.
Yeah, shout out to Herm, Haitian CEO. And it was off to the races from there. I mean, I was able to get I'm not even gonna lie, everybody knows my story. I got, I had 2 credit cards from Costco at the time. It was like the City Anywhere Black cards.
Yeah.
I was young because I had really good credit. I had, like, my grandma taught me about credit growing up. I bought a brand new car, maybe like 20 years old, bro. Never missed a payment. I actually split it into 2. Like, my grandma told me how to do things right.
So you lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to get into my story.
Yeah.
But like, you
lucky.
I
knew.
So you was in Herman, so you must know about me. Like, you've seen me.
That's why I'm excited to be able to have this conversation.
He's excited, y'all. Well, I appreciate it. Let's give the game to the people, because I'm all about giving game to the people. But for those of you guys don't know me, my name is Joshua Rico. Back in 2009, which camera? Right here?
That's you. Yeah.
This me right here? Listen, I'm going to talk to y'all, all right? Listen, back in 2009, I was a victim of identity theft. You know, while I was serving in Iraq, I'm a Marine Corps combat vet. And again, one of my own blood family members took $6K in my bank account, and it plummeted my score to the 500s. But I couldn't, we could curse on here, right? I couldn't worry about shit because I was getting shot at. I had nowhere, a pot to piss in, as they say, right? Sleeping in rat pits, everything like that. So I didn't worry about credit because I was worrying about my life and serving the country, right? But when I got back home was a different story. I tried to apply for apartments, cars, denied. I got approved for a car, but at 18%, right? It was a Mustang, boom. It was the base model. It wasn't even the GT, right? It was manual though, but 18%, I was like, wow. And if that's you guys, you need to come see us, right? But the thing is that I felt dumb, I felt vulnerable. And for you guys that are feeling dumb and vulnerable, I hate feeling dumb and vulnerable because even before then, we scooched back then. Listen, I'm a son of a Cuban immigrant. My father's born and raised in Cuba, Santiago de Cuba, right? And shout out to Cuba. They're going through a whole different ordeal. I wish one day to where I see Cuba free. But I don't mean to get political or anything like that, but that's mi tierra, you know what I mean? My But the thing is that, he met my mom. My mother's from Brooklyn, New York. God rest her soul. She's passed away. She passed away in 2023. But she saw me on the rise. She saw me on the rise when I was in this game. And I think she'd be proud now, me walking on stages, speaking on stages, on podcasts and everything like that. So I know she with me. So the thing is that, they met New York, Rico, Cube, and, that's a loud house right there, right? I got 6 brothers. I had a crazy upbringing. But the thing people don't know is, like, how are you so smart? Like, how are you so smart with this? People don't know. I was raised in ESL and special ed classes. Damn. Don't laugh now. Don't laugh now. But look, that was the truth. But the thing, I want to harp on that too, man. It's going to be a long day today, let me tell you. But look, the school systems itself is not, who cares if you're in special ed or ESL? Really, the school system itself, I think, is a scam today. Right? They're not sharing how to fix and build credit. They never shared that. Right. Which they should, how to do taxes, how to invest into real estate. None of that. Yep. Which I feel that it should be in school systems today. But after that, I was like, listen, I was gonna be dead or in jail because when I was in high school, I was running the streets. I wanted to be it, right? I wanted to be cool. I wanted to go to gangs. I was selling, perico, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't good at it because you know why I wasn't good at it? I was paranoid. I'm a paranoid. I'm back against the wall right now, but like, the thing is that I needed a change because I was going to be either dead in jail, right? So I went to the Marine Corps. And when I went to the Marine Corps, I've been to Iraq, Afghanistan. I was over there when Osama bin Laden died, actually. Damn. So it was around May 2010, around there. And when he died, it was still there. I was like, so when we going home? Yeah.
That's which what is you thought he was there for.
Yeah. But why are we still here? Mm-hmm. That's another subject. I don't want, you know what I mean? Yeah. But fast forward, I got out the Marine Corps, but I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I actually think I get the entrepreneur spirit from my father. Okay. My father was in the streets, right? He was in the streets, doing his street thing, but he converted over to trucking and recycling and appliances. So he went legit, right? But I got that entrepreneur spirit. He would wake up at 4 in the morning every day, and then he would wake me up too, because I wouldn't want to go to high school. He's like, wake up. He'd be at the top of the stairs. Oh, what an ugly face. But he would throw water on me, all of that stuff. But I was that kid, that missed the bus, everything like that. And after I got the Marine Corps, I got discipline in me. I had mentors in the Marine Corps to, how to lead men, how to build and structure my life. And when I got out, basically I was like, listen, I'm never going to, and no disrespect to the 9 to 5, right? But I'm never going to work for somebody ever again. That's what I said. But what did I do? I ended up trying everything in their mama. Yep. I did MLMs. I did 3 MLMs. I did phone flipping. I did wholesale real estate. I did SMMA marketing, all of those. But one thing that stuck with me was the credit side. But I always knew credit back then because of the identity that happened in 2009 to me, right? But on myself. Gotcha. So over the years, I just kept, I'm pre-pandemic, baby, We've been doing this pre-pandemic. So that's why I think I have an advantage of a lot of new credit repair operators in the business. That's why they come to me. It's like, oh, that's the OG right there. Right. It's not really the OG. It's just life happened to me earlier than you guys, So, long story short, after that, I did everything right there. I was actually an award-winning barber, Paul Mitchell.
There we go.
Like #1 in the nation. Like, I'll spank your barber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
your barber's barber?
The barber's barber. Yeah, exactly. I don't do that no more. But it's like, Rico, you're so talented. Why don't you, go all in with the barber, right? It's like, yeah, but you have to be present to make money. I always knew that I wanted to build an empire with me not being present while still serving people, right?
Are you ready to turn your dreams into a reality? At Deviant Consultations, we're here to guide you, complete white glove service every step of the way. Whether you're starting your credit repair journey or you're looking to get business funding, we've got your back. Go ahead and screenshot or click the QR code below and schedule your discovery call with the team. Let's make your dreams come true together.
So from there is like, I was like, okay, what happened, right? After I got my license at Paul Mitchell, right? I got my license to be a barber. I always knew how to cut hair, but I got my license, in the beginning of 2020. What do they say to barbers, right? What did they say to barbers in 2020? What happened? The pandemic. Yeah. They said, you can't cut in the barbershop. You got to go home.
Cut at the house.
Cut at the house. I was doing house calls, $350, $500 a cut.
So it wasn't a bad time to get into the industry because, normal barbers are doing 25 a head.
Yeah, that's crazy work. Yeah. But I did the massage, I did the steam work, I did all because I was nice with it. But it's like, I still have to drive an hour. I still have to do that. I didn't want to do that.
Got you.
So I was like, what can I do that I know that I could teach on a Zoom or over the internet? And I said, credit.
That's crazy.
Credit repair, fund, whatever. And the rest is history. Now, I'm one of the millionaires in the CRC.
Come on now.
I've been speaking on stage. I have the most video client testimonials in the industry, hands down.
We're gonna talk about
that's no disrespect to anybody that's been on the podcast. They're my peers. I love them, but nobody has got as much video testimonials as me that's serving as a client. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Whether it's a coaching, whether it's service, is I hold the title. I speak like that, right? Because I walk in every room that's like, I gotta own that. It's a competition thing in my head. And a lot of people say that you shouldn't be in competition with nobody. Michael Jordan would have been a Michael Jordan if he wasn't in competition with nobody. You feel me? Oh, don't tell me you're a LeBron fan either. Nah.
I'm definitely a LeBron fan.
I know it. I knew it.
I'm 100% a LeBron fan. But what you're saying
but he's good too.
Yeah, the male ego,
he ain't Jordan,
we need it. We absolutely need it. And it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying? It's
like, you need it.
Even LeBron, you need the competition. Now, it's a friendly competition. It's not bringing people down competition. It's
there's enough money out there.
Exactly. It's enough money out there to get it. So that's why, whenever people like you is like, hey, what do you do with it? Here's the game. A lot of people say, Rico, can I get your mentorship? Mm-hmm. I know you've seen it. I've heard it. It's like, I'll pay you $25K. Listen, guys, I'm one of the millionaires in the credit repair industry that don't have a community.
Yeah.
That don't have a mentorship yet. Yeah, I got to say yet because I might have to bless people. Right? But that's pretty much my story on how I got to credit. But obviously, there's more. But
for sure,
where I shine is getting people results, giving people game.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? So what do you want to know?
No, yeah. Thank you for breaking it all down.
Yeah.
So the person who maybe doesn't know, right, and is new, maybe from my audience, or just stumbles upon this, right, because YouTube pushes it or whatever. Yeah. Now they get a true understanding of like, okay, why should I stay? Why should I listen to this guy? How can he help me? Now let's do that. Let's break it down.
Yeah.
First and foremost, is any and everything possible to be removed off of your credit report?
Yes.
I need the people to hear you one more time.
Anything is possible to be removed off your credit report.
Okay.
But let's go back though.
Just to make sure that people hear me, but I'm sure you get the same phone calls, bro.
Well, my team does.
Exactly.
Everything is automated. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. They handle it. I'm the face. But okay, so late payments, can we remove those?
It can be removed and or updated.
Okay.
Keep going.
Repos, can we get those removed?
Yes, it could be removed.
Bankruptcies.
That's my secret. I'm gonna give them a bankruptcy solve, but yes.
I'm asking bankruptcies.
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure that people understand any and everything. And
collections, charge-offs,
inquiries,
It used to be back in the day, tax liens and judgments. They don't have that no more. Medical, anything that's child support, anything that's negative.
Talk to 'em.
Student loans, anything that's negative on a credit report, reporting negative.
So things
can be removed off of your credit report. Now,
what about the student loans that have been in deferment and now are back on there?
It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Okay. Back in 2004, the FTC conducted a study that 1 in 5 Americans have at least. You smiling because you know I'm about to get saucy, baby.
Talk to him, Rico.
Hey, look. I can back it up too. Like Mayweather, he talk a lot of shit now, but he could. You know what I'm saying? He could roll with it. All right. So listen. Back in 2014, the FTC conducted a study. 1 in 5 Americans have at least one error across their trimester reports. That was back in 2014. Imagine now. All right? There's 100 million Americans plus, which means that's enough for us, me and you, to serve these people who are uneducated.
Come on.
Now, that was back in 2014. Imagine now. Way more. So now when you dispute, you have more confidence. Be like, listen, they messed up. The for-profit companies messed up. They're not bureaus. We can get into that too. But they're not bureaus. They're for-profit companies, right? Credit reporting agencies. They're an agency.
Yep.
Just like I'm an agency, just like you're an agency.
Exactly.
Right?
The furnishers.
Yeah, the furnishers, the credit, etc.
Yep.
All right. So the thing is this, okay? Now that we know there's laws out there for a reason. Because they fucked up. All right? People are complaining. Damages are being happened. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so you are protected by laws, and you, the consumer, the credit reporting agencies and the furnishers and creditors, they are governed by laws. So you have the right to dispute anything that you'd like on your credit file, your credit reports, right? And they have to abide by those laws. Now, there's a lot of laws out there. For you guys who are watching, I need you guys to go to the ftc.gov or go to Amazon, pick up the 15 U.S.C. 1681, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, and the 15 U.S.C. 1692, Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Just to start. There's more out there like TILA, everything like that. But those are the ones you want to read back and forth, all right?
Right.
So once you leverage and utilize those laws, once you understand those laws, you can now put yourself in the mindset is like, wait, that law pertains to this late payment I was reporting. That's a violation right there. Oh, I can get a deletion and or $1,000 per violation. Oh, this is nice. How do I do that? Oh, I specify. You guys are sitting.
I know. I see you getting excited. Let's break it down.
Excited.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Bro. I'll start rambling.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get it to where it's structured for them to understand, because I know you understand.
Yeah.
And I know you can talk incredibly high level.
Yeah.
Let's just say for the audience though, they're not at our level of conversation.
Yeah.
So let's say for the individual, they come in with us, right? They don't want to do what you said. Read it front to back, fix it on their own. Let's be real. They don't want to do that. They want to hire somebody to do it. They come to us, they've seen an ad that they can have their whole life change in 30 days. First and foremost, people, I'm gonna let you, go ahead.
You see?
Yeah, go ahead.
Beware.
There it is.
Beware.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their own journey. We could be married, living in the same house,
Residence,
right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the same exact negative account on our, because it's co-branded, right? We send it off the same time, and one of us could get the remedy and one of them not. That's how it works.
Yeah. No, you're right.
All right. So what they have to understand is this is not an overnight process. Some people, and I've done it too, what you guys are seeing, these 7-day, the sweeps or 7-day results and everything like that. Yes. One, because how I was reporting, they happen to update the report that time, and or they're doing FTC methods, etc. Or they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing, and it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, have we got clients deleted and graduated in 3 hours before? Yes, I've done that. Because what? It was the Experian online update, inquiries in one collection. Yeah. But that's one account. That's one person. Mm-hmm. Someone may have 57 items that need to be deleted off of all 3 of the tri-merge reports, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. And another one is coming, Innovis. And I'm going to get games to that one, right? But the thing is that they have to understand is This is not an overnight process. Why? Because you're actually battling people's habits. Want to know what real credit repair is?
Talk to him.
Changing your spending habits. You will need credit repair if you have good spending habits. Am I right?
No, you're absolutely
If you pay 3 to 5 days before the statement reporting date instead of the due date, you're already up in your utilization, which is 30% of your profile right there.
While you're on it, can you actually break down what is?
Let's do.
Please do it.
Okay. The first and foremost, the most important part is 35% of your score, which is payment history.
Which is?
Everything has to be on auto pay, guys. Your credit cards, your auto loans, your mortgage bills, your installment loans, anything that you pay to live life, have it on auto pay. If you're not, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. The military coming out. Why? Because, and if you can't, at least put it in your phone and put an alarm on there. 3 to 5 days.
That's what I try to tell all of my clients. If you can't auto pay, and I understand people are weary because their paychecks or whatever, right? They're bad with money. Let's just call it what it is.
They're bad with money.
Put an alarm always 2 days beforehand where you know you can put something
and
on
every
that
day
bill.
Until then.
There it is. It's so easy. But go ahead.
Because why? If you get a late payment, that's where everything derives, the payment history.
Yeah.
35% of your score. It's a pie graph. I tell my son, and this is why I tell my son, if he was watching this, you know why math is the most important. You shouldn't be. Do not fail math. All right?
Reading,
as I'm reading the graph like this to him. All right? All right. 35% of your score is payment history. 30, we can still go off of payment history, but payment history is 35%. 30% is credit card utilization, your credit card use percentage. That right there is 65%. That's the most of the pie right there.
And if we were going to speak to a client, what number should they stay under for utilization? What do you tell people?
I'd like to ask your audience that. What do you think you guys should be under?
Ooh, put a poll up.
Put a poll up. Comment what you guys think your utilization, credit card utilization should be under.
I like it.
This is what I say. 6%.
Ooh.
6%. 1 to 6%.
Okay.
Why?
Tell me.
Because everybody's always saying 30% or lower. Those are the lenders, the realtors. Yeah, that's mediocre credit. Yeah. That's what they're taught to do. But if you ever go to Experian.com, I got so much.
No, you good.
It's just boom, boom.
Yep.
If you ever go to Experian.com on your, legend, it has the 30%. You go to the credit card utilization section, it has a 30%. But you see that line where it says 6%? Why? Why? They give you the game right there.
I tell all of my clients 2 to 9 is the sweet spot.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't ever want to be at 0 because you need to show the institutions that you need.
0 is better than 30.
Yeah. Yeah. But
it's not better than 6 or 1 to 6 or even 9%, 10%.
Yeah. You want to show them that you need the money so they don't take it away from you.
Not only that, the banks are smarter than us, guys. You guys might think people who doing funding, we do funding too now, and travel hacking too. The thing is that you guys think you might be outsmarting the banks, but you're not. What do I mean by that? If you go to pay it off every time 0, 0, 0, they'll be like, okay, we're not making any money off of you. You want to give them some slack, make them a little bit of money, So that's why I say 6%. And this is an old school method. You should have 5 credit cards
on your person,
at least.
Okay.
Why? You ever go to the Experian Legend? It says if you have 4 credit cards, your profile is thin. Yeah. 5 credit cards. You don't want a thin file, especially for funding. Am I right?
Amen. Mm-hmm.
You need to have a structured data point profile. So they're giving you right there. And we're going to get back to the graph now. Well, hold on. All right. But look, the 30%, the 30% is your credit card utilization. You should have at least 5. But this is what we learned old school back in the day in funding. It was called the Isaiah method. All 0 except 1, right? Let's say you have 5 credit cards. All of them should be zeroed out except for 1. And that 1 card should not exceed 30%. But overall, these 5 cards should not exceed 6%.
Ooh, okay. So
that's kind of tricky.
Yeah, so if the 4 at 0, you have to keep this one at 6.
No, you have to keep all of them below 6%.
Got you. Okay.
So all of 4 is at 0. That's paid off, right?
Yep.
But that 1 credit card shouldn't be over 30%.
Got it.
Why do I say that? It's because if you get into fintech funding companies, they like to tell you that. To be like, hey, let's bring this credit card down below 30%. Mm-hmm. But your overall utilization should be below 10%. I say 6.
Okay.
1 to 6.
I've never heard anyone say have 5 personal credit cards.
Hey,
before.
who you got in here, brother?
No, that's dope.
Hey, this is
okay. With that being said, what about limits?
Limits.
Yeah,
limits matters. At least $5,000 credit cards
per
card
or total.
Let's go further. They should be tier 1 banks.
Okay, meaning.
Tier 1 banks should be Chase, Wells Fargo, those type of cards.
Big banks, okay,
right? Big banks. Now Navy Federal is good too.
Yep,
I'm a real Navy Federal member.
You didn't do the backdoor method. You served.
Yeah, you know. Hey, you guys want to know how to get into Navy Federal? Go to war, get shot at, like I did. All right.
Or
he like that. He like that right there. No, you don't want to go on.
I got your access code.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no. Shout out to y'all who went the back door. Listen, I had to get shot at to get to the back door. All right. But look, I've been with them for 17 years. That's why they gave me my McLaren 0 down. 0 down.
Say it again.
They gave me my McLaren 570 GT, 2007 570 GT, peanut butter guts. Fast motherfucker. But they gave it to me 0 down. And that's a whole nother story. Do not get a McLaren, guys. Don't get
I don't want it to go over people's heads, bro.
Yeah.
That transaction right there is something that not only do people not know how to go into it correctly because they get 7 inquiries, right? Because they let the dealership run their credit report. At the second, they're being taken advantage of because they're saying how much you're going to put down as your down payment. The more you put down, the lower your monthly payment. So, and I'm saying this because I want people to give you your props and your credits where it's due. Because you said 0 down for a McLaren. I've met people on the street who put 25 down on a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah. What are you doing? This is depreciating asset.
Talk to them.
I hold another thing too. You guys understand? Like I use my credit and leverage my credits to buy Section 8 rental properties too. So I did it full circle. I fixed my credit, funded, and then invested into a full circle asset to where it's recurring.
Fire.
And it's paid by the government. Yeah. Now you got to do a scale and everything. We'll get into that.
Yeah, let's go back to the circle.
But back to that graph.
There we go. Let's get back to the pie chart.
Back to that graph, okay? So 30% utilization, right? Pay to 3 to 5 days before the statement reporting date, not the due date. You get that, I guarantee everything's going to be better. You can get that. You can call the banks and be like, hey, when is my reporting date done? And then write it down on your little memo and put it in there. Or you get it off of your summary when they mail it to you. Now, the next one, 15% of your score is experience. What I mean by experience, it's the history. It's the history, right? Experience trumps all. Would you rather trust somebody that's been in the game for 2 years or that's been in the game for 10 years on the experts in any field?
Yeah.
The 10-year vet, right? Because they have experience. This is the same with banks, guys, or lending or mortgage. They want to lend to somebody who's been in the game longer, experience. Now, Rico, I only have 1 year and everything like that. That's fine, right? Don't go out here and buying these primaries, guys. What I mean by primaries, there's a lot of people out there, they're selling primaries, trade lines. Mm-hmm. And do they work? Trade lines work. I'd rather you build your own, though. That's way better. It's the long game. It's a Band-Aid fix, right? It's called piggybacking, authorized users, trade lines, right? We do them, after you're done with the profile. And do not put a trade line on a credit report that still has negative items on there. You can't put sugar on shit. You can't. Like, come on. All right? Now, if you need to make a smart play, quick play real quick, where you need a car and or a mortgage, okay.
Rent reporters.
But whatever, right? But you have to understand. So the history is 15%. The longer your credit reports stand, that's why I said that right there. To get to the 800s, you need at least 7 years. 7 years. Speaking of 7, the thing is, right, is full circle. And my wife knows what I'm talking about when I say this. It takes 7 years to master something, right? Did you ever think about, or 10,000 hours?
Yep, 10,000 hours.
Or approximately 7 years to master something. Mm-hmm. That right there should tell you that credit is not an overnight process. It's going to take you 7 years. Now, whether you piggyback it or whatever, it's going to take you 7 years to reach that 800, 850 credit score, right? It's the The 50%, the history, right? So let's go more. The 10% is the credit mix. Remember how I said you need 5 credit cards? Well, you need something else, all right? A lot of people are saying, get rid of my student loans. If they're not in default and they're not reporting bad, you dumb. Why? I don't mean to go like that on the podcast, but it's like that's how I like to teach.
Yeah.
I'm very bold and blunt. I tell it like it is, but I'm speaking facts.
No, I want to touch on it because of the way that you said it. And I mean this in all respect to that individual that you're talking to, because most of the time they see it as a negative, even though it's the longest reporting thing on their credit profile.
It's a government.
But it also carries the most weight. So they think remove it. But I'm speaking to this client, right? I'm sorry, I don't want to remove that because you've had that reporting for 13 years, brother. Yeah. If I take that away, it is debt. But if I take that away, the only thing that you have is that little funky 1 year $500 card from Walmart.
Speaking of debt, when you pay off a car, an auto loan.
Finish. Go ahead.
When you pay off a car in an auto loan, what happens to your credit score? It drops a little bit. Why? Because you just closed a trade line. Now, it'll come back up in 6 months and everything like that, but they want you in debt. Yeah. Remember I told you about the banks? Give them a little bit of money. That's why we do the pledge loan hack, the secured loan hack, and everything like that. But back to what I was saying with the accounts. All right, the 5 credit cards, right? You need 5 credit cards. I say you need at least 11 is novice, but 21 accounts.
Jeez.
Altogether to get to that 850.
Bro, that's work. That's the 7 years for sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you have to, now, where am I getting this? Because I used to study the FICO and Vantage.
Which is
the Fair Isaac Corporation, which is what most lenders, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, T, right? But most lenders use FICO 8, right? For credit cards, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is that I would look at their legends. Their legends tell you the key. Mm-hmm. A lot of people hate on Credit Karma. No, it's not that Credit Karma is fake. It's that Credit Karma goes off a different scoring algorithm. It's not fake.
Vantage score.
It's a Vantage score, but the thing is that bankruptcy or the negative item still is going to show on that Vantage score report, right? So what am I saying? You need to know how to read the legends. The legends give you key. Now, they used to, back in the day, they used to have lines, right? It would be payment history, credit card utilization, accounts, and everything like that. If you're all in green, that means you're up there, right? I said, what does it need to be to, the dark green? The dark green in the legend, it said 21 accounts. Oh, that's how you get to the 800s. What does it need to be with inquiries? 0 to 2. What is it? Which is 10% of your score, new credit. So I just finished the pie graph, y'all. Remember that pie graph, all right?
Got to.
All right?
Yep.
But, which recap is 35% payment history, 30% credit card utilization, 15% credit history, 10% credit mix, which we're still on, and then another 10% is the new credit, right? Which is inquiries.
Right.
But I used to look at those legends and I said, okay, I can't have 99%, right? That was good in high school. I wish I had that in high school. I would have been out of ESL and everything like that, right? But you need 100% payment history, 6% utilization, 1 to 6% utilization. You need at least 7 years of history. You need at least, it's really 7 to 10 years. You need at least 11 is mediocre, but 21 accounts, and 0 to 2 hard inquiries, and you will have an 800 credit score. Because the data points are there, and the data points is not what report. It will follow the score. Score don't matter in a way. The data points is what matter. But if you have all the data points that I just told you, the score will follow the 800s. And that's how to get an 800 credit score.
Okay. I appreciate you for breaking it down. Go ahead.
For sure. But let's talk about back to what we're talking about. So that's 5 credit cards, right? We can't just have 5 credit cards. Where's the auto loan? Where's the mortgage loan? Where's the personal expense loan? Where's the student loan? Where's all of these? Those are assets too, right? They need to see you have a blend of credit. That's why 10% of your score is credit mix, not credit cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People talking about, oh, I got a 786. Yeah, they got one credit card on their report. No. The lenders are not going to look at, oh, you need a little bit of more stuff here. Denied. How did I get denied when I have a 780? Well, you don't have a strong report. I've gotten, personally, I've seen and I've gotten stuff at 650, approved for 650, 50K at a 650 credit score before.
Jeez.
True story. Why?
Yeah.
Because I have relationship with the bank, deposit relationship over 17 years, right? The utilization was down at the time, right? It's like, I need this quick 50. Boom. Navy Federal, can I get this? Here you go. They didn't even check that. Here you go. Boom. Why? Because I never defaulted. I have high limit credit cards. I've been with them for 17 years. I'm military.
Yeah. They have a lot of information in regards to Joshua
scoring
Rico.
system.
Yeah, right.
Right? So what I'm saying from there is score is not everything.
No.
Relationship and what your data points are. Now, if I have a lower score, obviously they probably deny me, but it rolls back up right after. Why? Because how I consolidate and how I leverage those funds, circling around the debt and everything like that, and etc. So they see that. Banks see that. Look, you can have, and that's another thing too. You can get something deleted. We're going to talk deletions and credit repair soon, bread and butter. But you can have something deleted off your report. But if that doesn't leave the internal scoring system,
No.
in that bank, you know what I'm saying?
Now that you touched on it, the individuals that we do help, and yes, it does remove off of their credit report. Do they still owe that debt?
Yes.
I don't know if they heard you in the back. Do they still owe that
you
debt?
owe the debt.
Yeah.
Unless the debt is discharged through like a lawyer, court waiver, etc., and it can be proven in court, then you don't owe the debt. But yeah, you still owe the debt.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna say any names. That person is in the room right now, but not. Before we knew each other, they got a truck, right? A truck was let me see, owed like $12,000 on the truck. And do not co-sign, guys, ever. Do not ever co-sign for an automobile or credit product. All right?
Even in a relationship?
Even in a relationship, I don't think so.
What if the relationship might end because they're in a dealership and they're like, I need you to co-sign, and you'd be like, now the relationship is over in the dealership.
Oh.
No, go ahead, Joshua. I'm letting it's on you right now. People's relationships are in your hands. Is the relationship
then
over?
the God was talking to you.
Yeah, it's over.
God was telling you, yeah, it's over.
Okay.
Because let me tell you something. I'm trying to tell you, because down the road, it's going to be over anyways.
Right. And then
because what is the most I read this somewhere, you guys heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
What is the number one divorcee factor? And it's money, it's finances.
Finances, yeah.
Communication, everything like that.
Yep.
So if you're gonna fuck around and go co-sign, knowing that y'all not savvy on spending habits anyways, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole. Do not co-sign.
Okay.
Do not co-sign. All right? But okay, let's say it's past the statutory of limitations, meaning let's say it's past when a certain state with statutory limitations, meaning a certain state can collect on a debt. Okay? And that's another trick. You can get collections removed as your credit report too. But let's say it's past that date, right? Instead of 7 years, 10 year, whatever. It'll get deleted off your credit report for sure. But when you try to go to that bank, it'll never leave their internal system.
Okay.
Oh, you guys got to pay that. Oh, you got to pay this to open up a checking account. Sorry.
Yep.
So if you want to, for Navy Federal example, I would never tarnish a relationship with Navy Federal, because they're one of those banks that just give. They're going to give. Yeah. Chase either, right? So if you do owe, pay it back. And let me tell you, one of the best ways to get items deleted off your credit report. You ready? Pay that shit.
Nobody says that.
Why not?
No, hey.
Because they don't got the go in here, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, but real talk, though.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
One
can
method,
you specify, though? Pay to delete?
Pay to delete, of course.
Okay, thank you.
But there's some instances for a charge-off, for example. And, I just went to CreditCon. And you guys should be going to CreditCon. Events like that they're masterminds that talk about credit, how to fix it, build it, fund it, and leverage it, right? These events, you guys need to be there. Because I'll learn something from a janitor. You know what I mean? I'm the CEO of my company, but I'll learn something from the bottom, not bottom, but you know, that position. You can learn something from anybody. So when I go to these events, I just need one nugget to apply to either my business or my knowledge and dispute. I'm still a student to the game. Right? I'm good. I'm up there, right? But I'm still a student. So when I heard over this conference, they said, listen, sometimes you should even pay the charge-offs even if they want deleted, because what is the comments and the lender's going to say when they go for the lending? It's a charge-off, but he paid and settled it better than not paid and still owed.
That's fire. I never thought
it's a step closer.
Yeah.
Right? If you have the money, though.
Yeah.
And after you've exhausted all dispute tactics and did reset round 1 another 12. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's when you go look into that.
Okay.
You know?
Yep.
But that's like last resort.
There it is.
But yeah, sometimes, let's say if you have a $50 to $200 collection, if you don't pay that shit.
Yeah, these people that are on Klarna for Subway.
Exactly.
Bro, pay the Subway.
But what happened? First of all, you shouldn't be, first of all, you know?
Okay, let's say Klarna for some J's, and it's $100. And I'm saying this, I'm not pulling this out of thin air, bro.
No, this is happening.
These are real clients that come to me, and there's a $250 thing on a charge off on there, and they've already paid me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
you're paying me to coach you and be real with you, right?
You're paying me to tell you this.
Yeah.
We can go through this dispute process. We've already paid for it.
Yeah.
Or you could call them and pay the $250. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, let's see.
So let me give you your options is what I would tell them. Then listen, you paid me to be blunt. First of all, I don't even get out. But they got to pay me to get out. All right, but what I'm saying is this, okay? I would ask them, you want me to be real with you, or do you just want me to tell you what every other credit repair company you hired before you came to the best is going to tell you? All right, listen. Stop being dumb, and those are depreciating items that don't bring any ROI to your life. 1. 2, you need to change your spending habits, because you could be on here for 2-3 years. I've had it happen. I know we have clients on there. Wow. Why? Because they either get something wrong, they keep on with their spending habits to where, oh, you're all fixed, and then they got to come back. I'm gonna take you, but listen, the goal is to get you off of the program so you can do the financial freedom. All right. But back to the Klarna dude. Yeah. So there's options. You can either pay it or you can wait. But the thing is that you're paying me. You might as well pay them too. Some of these options is to pay them off, which is after we exhaust it. I said, we'll send a round or two, right? And if we don't get it off, we have to start thinking about if there's no inaccuracies on there, we can't point out inaccuracies or anything like that. We have to start thinking about, bro, just pay it. Because here's what happens. What if you do pay it and it's reporting inaccurately? Now you got a violation. You can get that money back. And some. Mm-hmm. That's chess.
That's the game inside the game.
You see what I'm saying?
That's definitely that's coming to you, though, and paying for that knowledge, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The everyday.
You're coming to a mentor.
Yeah.
Even the GOAT, Michael Jordan. He had a mentor too. Warren Buffett had a mentor. Right. Kobe had a mentor. It was Michael. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody. I have a mentor. I have one of my mentors was Ty Lopez back in the day. That's when I really started credit. But you have to stand on the multitude of counselors. He says you have to stand on the shoulders of giants so you can see ahead.
That's fire.
That's fire, right?
Yep.
Bing. Put that in the comments.
Absolutely. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So we haven't even started.
No.
This is mindset. Oh, let's talk mindset.
I think they already know if they're coming to this episode and see you on it. They already have the mind. They're one or two individuals with mindset.
That's true.
They're ready, or they just all the way effed up and they're coming to you and be like, I need
mindset brainwashers. One of my mentors says this, right? You take a shower every day, I hope, right? You wash your ass, right?
Podcast day.
Right? Podcast day, right? Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. One of my millionaire mentors told me this. Hey, John, you wash your ass, right? Every day, right? Yeah. What happens if you don't wash your ass? You start to stink, right? Same with our brains. We need a brain wash every day. Personal development, affirmations, The Secret, stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. And I fall victim to it sometimes. Sometimes I need a brainwash. My wife is the biggest, like, hey, don't think like that. The way you're talking, the way I was like, I'd be rolling my eyes, but she right. You know how they be right, but you don't want to say anything.
Right.
I'm like, oh, but they be right.
The whole time you were talking, though, as you were speaking, I still was like, image in my head was like the little stinky kid in Charlie Brown.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard you, but I was seeing that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Think of put that in the edit.
Right.
That Charlie Brown, that's how y'all walk. That's how y'all brains are walking around.
Yeah,
you need to brainwash it. How do you brainwash it though? Getting on this podcast, getting in these environments, reading those affirmations or books and everything like that, and then doubling down on what you want to see yourself.
Right.
Double down. You like that shit, ain't it? Hey, that came off the top of the dome.
Anytime you pay homage to the show, I'm with it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
Know? So mindset is huge, guys. Mindset is actually the number one, because you need someone to operate up there. You know what I mean? You can't be just an empty shell. You need, the mindset is big. But yeah, we're going to get into it.
No, it is. It changes everything. It really does put you on the right path. And sometimes it is hard to look in the mirror, especially to face yourself if you've been making these mistakes for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years. Yeah. And then you do get an opportunity to reach out to you and speak to you, and you just tell them like it is. That is a hard thing and a pill to swallow. But you do need it at some point in time if you do want to change into the new version of you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So you're absolutely right. Like throwing that nugget in the episode, that was fire.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Okay, now we're here, bro. I've seen you standing up in front of the Equifax building.
Experian too.
I've seen you standing in front of the Experian building.
I'll go straight to the door.
Bro, I'm in the industry. I'm in this world. My algorithm is full of us. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It is. Yeah. Full of ads.
Yeah, and there's enough people out there. It's just hot. There's always going to be that one person who just stands out.
But no one has been as spicy as you to stand in front of the Equifax building and stand in front of the Experian building. Talk to me about that as a marketing tool, but also in the ad was powerful what you said.
Yes.
So why did you go and do those things?
So we could talk credit repair business-wise, and we could talk disputing-wise. I'm savvy at both.
Yeah.
So let's talk business-wise.
Got it.
And marketing-wise. Obviously, you guys know, subscribe. Subscribe, Joshua Rico on YouTube, Joshua Rico SR on Instagram, Joshua Rico YouTube me. Actually, if you go to YouTube and type in credit repair and press enter, you're going to see your boy's face in there. There's a reason why.
Ooh-wee.
There's a reason why. That's worldwide, too. Can we edit that in? But no, real talk, though. Why? I did that. I leveraged that perfectly on other people's podcasts. But there was a reason. I wouldn't have gotten on the podcast if I didn't know what I was talking about.
For sure.
So that's the business part, marketing. You have to become an expert in your field, baby. You know, you have to read, breathe, eat, sleep this, right? So the marketing side, I went to Experian and Equifax. Let's start with the one in Experian, all right? Experian, when I went there, I went to go shoot some content, but they were like, sir, you got to get out of here, right? Why? I mean, this is my reports here and everything like that, you know? But anyways, why did I do that? I did that because, one, people knows the Experian logo. And two is because I was talking about a hack, right? Everybody, it's just for title purposes. That still works to this day a little bit, not a little bit, if you apply it right. But you go to Experian.com/upload, right? You can upload your disputes there, and or you know how where they said you can dispute online? Guys, we don't send letters. We haven't sent letters for like 2 years. I know you heard that. We do most of our stuff online, CFPB, BBB, etc., right? And the one method that I talked about, which nobody in the industry is talking about, and if they have, they got it from me, baby. It's the social media disputing hack.
Hands down, I have to give that to you. I had no idea about it until I saw you. So please continue.
The social media disputing hack is basically this. This is a true story. Back in like 2021, Bank of America shut down my credit card, right? You know, they say they could do that, right?
Yep.
Well, what happens when you shut down a $20,000 credit card out of nowhere?
You lose age, you use utilization, you lose limits, right?
And then what happens to your score?
Plummets.
It goes down, right?
Yep.
So
hopefully you weren't trying to buy a house at that time.
That's damages,
it could
right?
literally ruin your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for those you understand damages. And if you understand damage in litigation, that's another part. But the thing is that what did I do? I went on Twitter, and I have a following, so it's a little bit different. I went on Twitter and I added the bank. You can at CFPB, at BBB, Attorney General, whatever, and said, you guys have violated or inaccurate, reported inaccurate or violated my consumer rights. And within 30 minutes, their American, not overseas, legal team inboxed me and said, Mr. Rico, we'd like to see how we can help you. Can we get on the call? And that card is reinstated. Now, what happened? What happened? Errors and everything like that. It could have been damages, lawsuits, etc. But is it going to work for everybody? No, it's not. But why am I saying this? Because it's another way to get seen, to get heard, right? You guys are sending letters and just sending letters. You got to become an octopus when it comes to disputing. There's calling, there's mailing, there's CFPB, there's Attorney General, there's all of those stuff, right? There's social media, there's LinkedIn. I'll skip trace the CEO's address and I'll send a letter to his house. I ain't playing. For real. It's public record.
It is.
Google, go to LinkedIn. Who's the CEO of this company? Actually, this is a late payment hack too. It's called CEO email or CEO mail. You can look up the CEO of that company and say you have a late payment on Capital One, etc. Who's the CEO of Capital One? Boom, boom, boom. Look him up. Go to LinkedIn. Hit him up on LinkedIn. Oh, this is where he lives and everything like that. Go to truepeoplesearch.com. Boom, boom.
Bro, that's crazy what you just did to that poor man. Like, I'm just saying, it's relative to everybody. That is why I'm in the game, and I've never thought about that.
We're just getting started. Listen, I've been in this game for a long time. My thing is, how do I get that dispute to the right eyes?
Yeah.
A lot of people, and let's go back to the experience. Why did I go to, I think it's 470 Anton Boulevard, Costa Mesa, California. All right? It's Experian. That's the headquarters. That's the registers. That's where you either want to go to litigation or that's the corporate offices. If the regular, P.O. box is not getting the mail room, it's not getting my letters, okay, let's send to certify over to the registered agents and or the corporate offices. I think somebody will hear me. Attention to all, you know what I'm saying? Follow up with that. Go in person.
Is that letter still getting ran through the system of eOscar?
That's a great question. That I don't know.
Okay.
That's something that I don't know.
Boom, I did it.
Something, but I guarantee is getting fixed.
There we go.
And I'm gonna tell you something if I don't know, but mostly letters get run through eOscar. Yes.
Okay. Got you.
And that's a good question. What the eOscar system is, guys, they probably heard on your show
1,000,000 times.
But you want to trick up the eOscar, knock it off track, and you probably explained to that before, but that's one of our methods too. But sometimes you don't even need to do the personal information and freeze secondary reporting agencies, right? But they're getting not smarter, they're getting hip to it, but sometimes it's just pointing out the violation and or inaccuracy.
Yeah. I mean, they're getting hip to it though because we're doing things like this.
And they see it, but here's the thing, it doesn't matter if they're hip to it, the law's the law, follow it.
Yep.
All right?
100%.
But here's the thing, there's reasons that gets items deleted off your credit report. And these reasons is what you're going to want to put in your letter and or your disputes, right? Number one is identity theft, right? If you're a true victim of identity theft, right? A true victim, you want to leverage that. Actually, we're partnered with lawyers on this specific thing to where if you're a true victim and you're willing to file a police report and everything, you could be sitting on a bag. I'm talking about a big bag, like 50 grand to 100 grand per
account?
And we'll per like case damages and
whoa.
Yes.
On each bureau?
Well, on each bureau. Listen, what happened? The Alabama man who won $3 million. Why? For non-reinvestigation.
Wow.
$3 million. He won $3 million for. It was Andrew Yonder or something like that. I forgot his name. Don't edit that. I don't know his name, but if you go Alabama man wins $3 million. Read it. There was only like 13 people in the mailroom. They deemed it as frivolous. They didn't investigate. And that's a violation right there.
It came up as Forrest Gump. No, I'm just playing with you.
You know what I'm saying? But even him, they try to play us like Forrest Gump, But what I'm saying is you see the $3 million. Obviously, the lawyers took their fees and everything like that, but you could become millionaire off of violations and damages. The damages is what gets you paid.
Got it.
Right? The violations is cool, but the damages that it caused you, like the no house, the no financial freedom, and everything, the depression, everything I meant, that's what gets you paid. Jeez. All right. Now, okay, so back to what I was saying. Identity theft. If you're a true victim of identity theft, text ID theft to 951-400-4352. All right.
You're a killer, bro.
Yeah. But I'm saying, so we can help you, because here's what we do. I'm partnered with multiple lawyers across America, and each of them do a specific thing, right? And I'm going to even tell you that we don't even dispute or charge at first. But we'll get into that, all right? Identity theft, right? The second one is inaccuracies. That's the biggest one that you want to focus on, right? Third one is unfair practices. That's the FDCPA. Fourth is unverifiable. And 5 is incomplete. Have you guys ever seen ND on your site? That's an incomplete report.
Yep.
That's a violation right there. Delete or update. So if you leverage those 5 reasons on a credit dispute or a dispute tactic, you'll surely get your remedy and or deletion and your outcome that you want. You got to be smart how you leverage those 5.
Let's just say, what about I was a part of a sex trafficking scheme.
I know where you're going with this.
Does that one work?
It for sure works if you're for real. And it for sure works if you're not, but then you go into jail.
Yeah.
Hell.
I want to make sure that people understand, can it get removed? Yes. In 30 days, will it pop back up and then someone else will pop up at your house?
Yeah, in 30 days, will they pop up at your house talking about, what's this going on? Yeah, trust me, it will.
Absolutely. Okay.
So, and what you're talking about is
the hacks that are
the hacks that are now. There's 2 things: either they're not educated or they are educated and they're doing something illegal that they know about. So stay away from when someone mentions credit sweep. Just ask them, what do you do in the credit sweep? And if they say, well, I can't tell you that, then run. And then because we'll share our letters with our clients if we want to. You shouldn't be, as a business owner, you should keep your clients engaged and educated on what we're doing.
That's powerful.
That's a business tip. How does it sound like, oh, we're not going to share that with you? What do you mean you're not going to share? I hired you guys. You're not going to share your credit report? Oh, I'm out. Yeah. Because I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Best practices.
Yeah. So we'll share it, and then actually we'll share it. Hey, read it. Now call in with the same thing to get a better result. Because why? When you send in the letter, after it gets there, wait 5 days, you call in, you have a more powerful, you're going to get rid of that stall letter. Yep. You're going to get rid of all this stuff. You just put your report number on there and it'll be like, hey, this is meaning, it says this is reporting like that. What's going on? You're on the recorded line too, by the way.
When that person calls in, what department should they be asking to speak to?
Well, it depends. There's the dispute department, and then honestly, I like to go to the fraud department. Why?
Same name. Yeah.
Because it's an actual human being. They're going to actually go into it, right? Are you doing fraud? No, guys. And here's another tip. Go to the Spanish department and start talking English.
Ooh.
That's a hack too. Because
Wait, why?
Because 1, you're going to get there to the customer service faster. 2 is they're more lenient. And I don't know, Latinos, we just stick together, baby. You know what I'm saying?
but do they speak English though?
They speak both.
Oh, dude, spicy.
No, we haven't even tapped the net, baby.
I remember when I was actually doing this before I had a team doing. There would be times I'd sit on Equifax for
hours,
hour and a half, and I would send with another phone. I'd be like, "Look, this is what I did for you today." Do you know what I mean? Just to show, I was showing the process of this 2 hours Experian, and I'm hoping that it got removed. Do you get what I mean?
My wife
dope.
has a picture of me when I was licking stamps and doing this myself. I related to Mark Cuban's story because when Mark Cuban became a billionaire, he was looking at the refresh and he was naked. And I was licking stamps. I was damn near naked. I had boxers on. She has that picture to this day.
Yeah.
And I was looking. I was closing the deal. I was licking stamps, and I look over. I'm like, But I have that picture to this day.
Like Myron and Baby Boy, you hungry, Joe?
Yeah, exactly. But I connected those. I was like, I study billionaires. I study all that stuff. So it's like, Oh, that's a good correlation. But yeah, call into the Spanish department, and you'll likely get a better remedy there.
That's dope.
What was you talking about later? Before I even forgot? Oh, the 5 reasons. What else? But yeah, you said bankruptcy. I need to get the name on like the identity theft and bankruptcies. Listen, guys.
We were on identity theft. I said, what department should they speak on?
Okay,
speak to?
True.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you're calling in, you said, okay, good. Yeah, when you're calling in, the dispute department is basically overseas.
Okay.
Unless you call corporate or American office. It is possible. I have done that before. They'll be switching numbers. You just got to find the number. Yeah. Dial. He who tests the most wins, guys. So test it out, okay? Call the corporate number, see if you could get them the ladder, go to the LinkedIn, and or just call to the company and skedaddle your way to the fraud department and talk to somebody, all right? And we have this saying in the credit industry, if it doesn't work, hookah. Hang up and call again.
Absolutely.
Until it does. It will. They do have the power to erase anything. They do have the power. No matter how, you just got to be consistent and know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay, what's inaccurate about this, sir? I don't know. No,
Yeah.
Tell me what's inaccurate. So that's another thing. You have to learn how to read the credit reports. No, that's again going back to those books to get FCRA and FDCPA. Know how to read those. For credit reporting agencies like Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, Innovis, you mainly want to go to utilize the FCRA because they're governed by that. Now, furnishers and like they collect FDCPA, but both can be leveraged. But you read that FCRA book and you see how this is reporting, and if you see that this like the incomplete report, remember there's 5 reasons, right? The incomplete. If that ND is on there, it says I was reading something. This is the fraud department. I was reading something on here. It says this is at January 2023. It says ND. There's no data. Why is there no data? This is an incomplete report. This is against the FCRA. Please delete it.
Just like that.
That's how. And then I'll record a line too.
Yep. And be nice to the people.
Be nice. Be tactful.
Be nice to the people. Be tactful.
Yeah.
Be stern.
Yeah.
Tell
be
them,
stern.
yeah. Tell them that you want it removed.
Yeah. Exactly.
100%.
Calling in, I think, is the best method, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's how
this is a new method I want to bring on this podcast that I haven't done on any other podcast. Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
All right. You want to go to servers.transition.com. You want to make an Innovis account online. And you want to go to Equifax as well. There's a chat bot on these websites. Right? Just learned about this 2 weeks ago. You're the first to break it out. All right. So we're going to double down.
Shout out to Credit Card.
But look, and this is what this power of proximity. You never know who you're learning from. So shout out to this person. All right. But they have chatbots. You know how everything is AI now? There's chatbots in there. So you just list the negative items on the chatbot, and it's gone in 24 hours after. In 24 hours, you'll call in to make sure that dispute was in, and it's gone, most likely. So
you create an Innovis account.
And let me tell you something about Innovis, guys. Not a lot of people know about Innovis.
Yeah.
Navy Federal once said, and I was calling them, they said, yeah, we report to the Major Four. I was like, Major Four? What are you talking about? Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and Innovis. I said, oh, good to know. Innovis was supposed to replace TransUnion.
It was.
Right? But if you make this Innovis account, nobody's really making accounts and disputing off of there. So you have leverage. You're before the trend. If you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Does it work for all 3 bureaus, or does it only work for Experian 24 hours removed?
What not Experian. Experian is another tactic. You have to either do the Experian upload and or. So I have to check Experian.
Okay.
But usually it's the upload and then the submit where you could put the submit button, everything on there. And then call in even after letters or even after the chatbot. Wait 24 hours or wait till it gets there. Call and follow up for your disputes, guys, to avoid the stallers and confirm you are who you say you are, etc.
Yep.
Because all this fraud going on. Now, you can leverage the FTC method with the Equifax data breach or any other data breach that you've been through. That's how you can ethically do that. Yes, we use that to this day. But the thing is that being that there's so many security measures through all these credit reporting agencies, they want to know. That's why they send those stall letters. Are you working with a credit company, etc.?
Yeah.
You know, but in a way to get rid of that stall letter is either power of attorney, and or have the client call in. Hey, this is my report number. This is me. Now you have 15 days to do this, etc. You know,
sending in your driver's license, social security. Exactly. Yeah, actually prove that you are the person. So actually
or read it. What it says. If you are working with a lot of credit repair companies are afraid to, just tell them that it's from you. Well, you could do the power of attorney, or you could say, listen, we're working with this credit repair company. This is this and that. It says there's nothing wrong with it. You have the right to hire a credit repair company.
Unless you're in Georgia.
Unless you're in Georgia.
There you go. Yeah.
But in Georgia, see, a lot of people say it's illegal. And I'm David Shands, listen, all right?
David Shands don't know. David Shands.
Let me tell you, David Shands, I love you. You cool and everything like that. But credit repair in Georgia is not illegal if you're a nonprofit organization and or your type of realtor or something like that, okay?
You're right.
Mic drop.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay, that's that for that. No, that's going to go viral. But no.
I love it. Let's talk about the bankruptcy. Because I know
talk about bankruptcy.
You, Herman, being able to discuss bankruptcy, it is what it is, man. It's used as a tactic and it is a tool. You know what I mean? If you have a lot of debt, you can leverage bankruptcy. And it's good for those individuals who really need a way out. They've tried everything. They've exhausted everything.
The Trump method. Not
yeah, right.
All right.
But there's other people who just go and file bankruptcy and they're stuck. And then their game plan is, I'm going to wait 7 years. I'm going to wait 10 years. I'm going to wait 11 years.
Well, they should never do that. But
how do you help that individual? Because a lot of people think bankruptcy, I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're not screwed. Here's not necessarily. This is what I want to go through with that, right? The bankruptcy is not the end all be all. People get how to remove a bankruptcy, how to dispute a bankruptcy. Listen, it's not the bankruptcy you should worry about. It's the items attached to the bankruptcy that's weighing your credit report down. The bankruptcy is not weighing your credit report down. Maybe on some decision making, et cetera, like that, off of a mortgage, like if you're 2 years in, et cetera. But the bankruptcy is not what's weighing your credit report down or your credit score. No, it's the derogatories attached to that bankruptcy. Now, okay, so how do we get rid of it? A lot of people are getting rid of the bankruptcy, right? And I'm going to talk about the old method you guys used to do, and this is per my lawyer's mouth. Guys, I'm partnered with a lot of lawyers across America, as you should. And one of my bankruptcy lawyers, he's the best lawyer in Miami. He's such a good lawyer, all right? But by 60 days, your bankruptcy now joking. But no, the thing is this, okay? A lot of you guys are worried about the bankruptcies, right? It's the derogatories. Now, when a client with a bankruptcy comes to our credit report, we don't charge them when we don't even dispute the bankruptcy. What do you mean you don't dispute the bankruptcy?
How does that work?
Well, like I said, I'm partnered with a lawyer across America. And what I do is I take the clients or leads or credit report, and I see a bankruptcy, and I say, hey, I tell my team, send it over to our lawyer. If the lawyer deems that there's an inaccuracy, remember that inaccuracy I was talking about, guys? This is real stuff. If he sees that there's an inaccuracy attached to that bankruptcy, he'll be like, hey, get me in touch with them. And with the client's permission, I say, the lawyer wants to get in touch with you. Is it okay that I give him your information? Boom, they say yes, they connect. And within 90 days or less, usually 60 days or less, that client comes out with a deletion and some money. We haven't even charged them or nothing. Now they come back to get a credit repair with us to get the rest of the negative items deleted. But that's what we do. So if you have a bankruptcy on your credit report, text BK to 951-400-4352 to see if you have a case. We won't even charge you at first. All right?
Yeah.
So that's that right there. So the thing is that, and that's a lot of things, right? You guys should be partnered up with lawyers. And even if it's not through me, guys, go to avvo.com, avvo.com if you want to partner up with a lawyer yourself. Or go to Google and go to National Consumer, the NACA, right? Consumer Lawyers, National Consumer Lawyers. You go to that first website where it says NACA. Then you go to Find My Lawyer. And then you go to your city and state and look for FCRA, FDCPA, Consumer Lawyers. And any lawyer who's charging you up front, run. the lawyer who charges on the back end is the one you want. All right. I just gave you guys a free blueprint on how to run your own credit and not charge people the right way, how to get rid of CROA, everything like that.
Right.
And how to get remedies for yourself and or a client. Now, if you have a BK again, come to me. All right. But that's the game right there. I don't mind giving the game, right?
No.
Some of y'all not gonna do it, but some of you, if you do, I guarantee, come back to this podcast and say this is the best podcast at Double Down. Joshua Rico's the GOAT on the podcast. All right.
No.
And then we'll probably do a part 2. We'll see.
And put it in the chat for when we do, because I'm gonna give us permission right now to do a part 2, because I know how high level of a conversation you can have and how much more we can fill the audience in with, right? I want to talk about the moniker and the name of being the king of video testimonies. Okay. And I'm truly asking, like, in a selfish way. Yeah. I have a lot of clients. I've helped a lot of clients. Getting them to do a video testimony, unless it's like right there at the very end of it, is difficult as hell. People just, I'm busy.
Let's do role play right now.
Yeah, how?
This is how I started. All right. There's a science to this.
Talk to me.
This is the credit prayer side. So I'll be like, hey, DeAndre, what's going on, man? Did you see what happened to your credit report?
I did, man. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
See, other people, they say no.
Oh, okay. I'm on it.
But look, that's good,
bing.
though.
Yeah, I got the bing. I got the update.
Boom, you got the update. A $30,000 collection deleted in 30 days without having to pay. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm going to just go out here and go scam another bank because I got you in my corner now. I'm just saying.
I feel that. Before you do that, though, DeAndre, I need to ask you something.
Yeah.
Can you post and tag that on your Facebook and tag me? It'd be greatly appreciated.
Done. Because we're still working together. Is that what you mean?
Yes,
like
the first round.
Got it.
I do that after the first round.
That makes so much sense. Okay.
And or after. But here's why I said this. You said done. You say done.
Done.
When?
I got you.
When can you do that?
Oh, my daughter got gymnastics. I got to go. I got you tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
You on me, bro.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Questions. No, yeah.
When?
Yeah.
How? When? Listen, because DeAndre, a lot of people say when. They be beautiful gazing, man.
Yeah.
And look, I'm trying to get my business out there, and people say that I'm scamming everything like that. Look, I'm showing you. You did think this is real, right?
No, you did me a solid. You're right. I got you.
It'd be greatly appreciated. You know what happens when you do that, though, DeAndre? When you post it, people are gonna slide in your inbox, right? And they're gonna be like, "Hey, is this dude for real?" Send them to me, and I'll send you $100 or $300 just for the post, bro. Can you do that for me?
For money? Yeah, I got you.
Okay, when?
Not even tomorrow. I got you. As soon as we get done off this video chat, I got you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Banger.
And that works with fun. That works with any industry: funding, coaching, credit repair, HVAC.
HVAC.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
That's how I got to the $1 million with no ads. I got to $1 million with no ads just by testimonials and referrals.
I'm gonna just say something that might be controversial. We've kind of already done it tonight. Your favorite credit guru #1 trick is push ads.
Here's the thing, though. He's not wrong. You know what? And I said back then I didn't do no ads. I'm starting to dabble in ads now.
Okay.
Because I know it's time. I'm not putting ads down. You need ads. But I think it's a better flex, though. Look.
Dog.
The people rock with me organic, baby.
100%.
You had to pay to get rocked with.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
And
they rock with me authentic.
That's a lot, too.
Okay? So imagine if I go with the ads.
Yeah. Game changer.
I'm just gonna be even that more powerful than you. Is how I see it. Now the people were talking about, that's great. You know, the thing is that you're not doing ads. You should be, right? And I agree. But it's different when you go to these events and you see who they hang around more than the people with ads. I'm just saying. I was celebrity at that event, baby. You know what I'm saying?
You was doing your thing at Credit Con.
You know?
I'm going to try to switch this up. I'm going to see if this one kind of throws you off before we wrap this thing up.
Yeah.
Let's say Joshua Rico from 10 years is sitting right here next to me.
It'd be, okay.
Imagine my guy. Suavecito right here.
Yeah.
He asks you one question. What would that question be? But then you have to answer him back. What would your reply be?
That question would be 27. How do I get to $1 million. And I would say
future. So 10 years older. You.
Oh, the 10 years older me.
Yeah, 10-year older Joshua is talking.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this.
No, not the youngin. I know what the youngin was on.
Sit down real quick.
Yeah, I know what he was on. Yeah. Yeah. What is the older you asking you? And then how are you?
What is the older me asking me right now? Mm-hmm. Damn. What is the older me asking? Was it worth it?
Ooh. And you reply?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
You can live with that one. That's
that was
dope.
good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I like that. Man, like I said earlier, I have to give us permission to do this again.
Keep going, bro. I feel like we haven't even.
We just hit the iceberg, and it's just the tip of the Titanic, but the Titanic sank. The
Titanic sank, but I'm Cuban, baby. I can swim. You know what I'm saying? I'll float. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, Big Dog. This one right here is your camera. Yeah. Let them know how they could reach you, contact you, work with you. I know you've already given them 17 text message codes. Yeah. But make sure that they heard you for the last time, brother.
Listen, y'all, I appreciate you for tagging in. Listen, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joshua Rico. Let me know when you've done so. Joshua Rico SR on Instagram. Google Joshua Rico, YouTube, credit repair. You're going to see me on there. And if you need credit repair, text repair to 951-400-4352. And that's really it. I appreciate y'all.
I want to ask you one more, though. Mm-hmm. Because of you've had the opportunity to work with so many different people, bro, and walks of life.
Mentors or people? Because there's some fugazi mentors out there now, too. Yeah. Be careful. If I could give them the advice, be careful who your mentor is.
That's what I want to ask.
All right.
If you could speak to that individual who feels like they come to you with their last dollar, bro, down on their luck, they feel like the whole world has been against them, and everyone in the family, the friends and family members turn their back on them, and they're like, I'm coming to you to literally, like, I am ready to change my life. What do you say to that person?
I'd be like, stay tuned. I'm coming out with a community soon. You know what I'm saying? But really, because this is a crucial question, because pioneers in the credit industry, whether it's funding, coaching, or credit repair, has been dying for me to come out with a mentorship or a community. And I'm going to have to do it so, and even other people, I'm going to have to do it so, because I've been scammed. I didn't even tell you about the story. I got scammed by people in the industry. I won't say no names because it's above that. But here's the thing, though. I like to say, if you're not getting scammed, you're not risking enough. If you haven't been scammed once, you haven't risked enough, invested enough in yourself. And the people, that's controversial, but that's real talk. Mm-hmm. You haven't. Whether it's $25 to $50K. I'm telling you, there's a lot of fugazi mentors out there. Be careful. Are they doing it? Check their bank account, and are they doing it? Don't sell me credit repair business if you just coaching it and don't have a credit repair business. You can't talk KPIs. You can't talk billing department. You can't talk none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. So be careful. Do your due diligence. Now, for those of you coming on your last dollar, you come to me, you're going to get there, but you have to take action. Here's another thing, too. A lot of people say there's a lot of fugazi mentorships and these courses don't work. I can say that because I actually do and try it. There's some people who they don't even open up the course and say this is a scam. That's not the type of people I want to work with. I want to work with people with integrity, people with heart, and everything like that, right? So, you know, I'll fire a client quick. Hey, this is stuff for you, refund, everything like that, you know. But hey, go. You deserve to have bad credit. Go. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to disqualify and fire clients too. Yep. You know, I'll tell it like it is, but like, you know.
Man, that was a good one.
No, I'm just being real. Yeah, like, you got to be real. I'm not. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Everybody who met me in person is like, yo, you look at my channel. It's like, you're just so down to earth. You are exactly who you are portray on social media. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You got to be.
Yeah, I think people need
I'm not perfect, but like
authentic.
You know, I'm him.
You definitely are him. And I can feel the energy in this room. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate it.
You know it.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. If you guys want a part 2, comment part 2. All right. Hit up his DMs and say, this was the best episode. All right, because I want to hear it, baby.
I love it.
I'm Jordan.
Call himself the friend again.
All right, I appreciate you for having me, though.
Thank you so much for coming
back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it again
for sure.
Leave it in the comments what you guys want me to ask him, the problems, the issues that y'all have ran into, your family members have ran into, so that we can read it. I'll print them out, bring them to him, and let him just give you the whole game and the blueprint. You don't even need to pay for him or I to fix your credit.
Live Q&A.
We'll do it live. So go ahead and hit that comment, like and subscribe, and fill the comment section up so that we can actually do this for you. It'll be free for y'all. You know what I mean? But with that, bro, thank you so much for your time, your energy. Congratulations on the anniversary. So thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for coming through and celebrating with me a little bit. You know what I mean?
For sure. I appreciate it.
You guys know how I love to end this. If you guys have a dream, a goal, an aspiration, something that you want to do, I never want you to give up and double down on yourself. If one of your friends, your family members, someone that is very close to you, you try to explain your goal to them and they're not able to understand it, that's because God gave the dream to you and not to them. I want you to double down on it. And if you ever meet me in the streets, please stop me, say what up. I'd love to meet the double down version of you. And that was today's episode.